Hey, if you have carpal tunnel wrist pain and you're considering a brace, take a look at the top 2 braces that I've been recommending to my patients in my physical therapy clinic. We'll go into detail on these braces in the video, but if you're interested in taking a look at them yourself, scroll down and you can see the link where I personally purchased these 2 braces, and I've used them myself when experiencing a small bout of wrist pain recently. Okay, so as a physical therapist, I work closely with patients who are trying to recover from wrist pain and carpal tunnel syndromes, and oftentimes they ask me about the best braces to use for carpal tunnel syndrome. As you know, the symptoms of carpal tunnel can leave your hand feeling numb or tingly in the thumb and index finger, and sometimes in the middle finger as well. But for some people, the sensation is like an electric shock, and it can travel up your wrist into your arm, and sometimes even into your neck. So a lot of times these symptoms will happen when you're working at your computer, using your phone, or holding simple things like a book or a coffee mug. Over time, you might experience weakness in your hand that eventually causes you to start to drop things occasionally, and these are all symptoms that the median nerve is being compromised or compressed at the wrist due to increased stress or tension from prolonged use in certain positions, especially with the wrist held back into the extended position. Now, a carpal tunnel wrist brace can be really effective in controlling the position of the wrist, especially with activities that increase your symptoms. Okay, so the first brace that we're going to look at is the Mueller green fitted wrist brace. It's designed as a lightweight design brace to help relieve carpal tunnel syndrome as it's worn throughout the day. Now, you can find this in 2 general sizes, a small medium and a large extra large. I have both of these, and what I found was a really tight fit in the small medium brace, but a pretty comfortable fit in the large extra large. And I would say that my hands are generally more comfortable in a large size glove, so the large extra large size fits pretty snugly, but it's still comfortable. Now let's take a look inside this box and see what we've got here. So pretty simple design, it just opens right up, and this is the brace. Now this is the large extra large, this is the medium or the small medium. I'm going to set it aside. At first glance here, this is a pretty form-fitting brace. In fact, it says it's designed for the more slender wrist. So if you have a large wrist and have difficulty wearing gloves like a large glove or brace, you might consider an extra large brace outside of this Mueller brace. Well, I'll link to it in the description below. A few things about this brace that stand out is first the name, the Mueller green strap. So the green refers to the green liner made from the recycled antimicrobial material that actually helps to protect the brace. It might be really important to you if you find yourself performing work outside, and if you wear a brace before and you notice that it started to smell over time. It's a pretty nice brace because you can wash these braces, but they recommend hand washing and hanging it to dry. So some of the other features that I really like on this brace that stand out to me include an adjustable strap. In fact, there are 2 adjustable straps that open pretty easily, and this one is a right-handed brace. So I'm just going to slip it right on. And it's nice because I can just use my one hand to adjust the brace. And it feels pretty comfortable in here. It has plenty of room for my thumb to work through and my fingers. And so you get full range thumb motion and finger motion. And the open design of the brace allows you to use your hand to grasp items still and still be able to type and to do things around the house or at work without getting in the way too much. Now, obviously the idea is to provide support and stability to the hand, so the brace should act to prevent certain movements. So while you're using it, you might find that it's difficult to go fully back into extension, and that's because they're trying to prevent or avoid that motion. Now, I would avoid sleeping with this brace because even though a lot of people experience carpal tunnel syndromes from sleeping with the wrist either fully flexed or extended, this brace here isn't necessarily designed to be used for sleeping. So for that, I would recommend a night splint like this one here. Alright, so this is called the Comfy Brace. This is another one of the highest rated carpal tunnel wrist braces on Amazon, and with good reason. It's an adjustable brace that's designed to be used on either hand, so the right or left hand, and you can wash it, wear it at night. You can adjust it to your wrist based on the flexible support, and I find it really to be pretty nice. So here it is. Okay, so when you open this brace, you'll notice that you can slide your hand into it pretty easily, and it's pretty intuitive because of where your hand should go, but you'll notice a small pillow right here. Now, the nice thing about this brace is that you can slide it off and actually slide it onto the other hand, and it still works. It's ambidextrous, and so that's a really convenient factor of this brace. But we're going to slide it in here where the pillow of the beads are, and the beads inside of here should go against your hand. You can actually feel the beads here and adjust it by allowing some of them to go up towards your fingers, and it should feel more like a cupping motion in your hand to support your wrist. And then you take the wrist straps, they're slightly snug them down into the brace. And the first time you're wearing this, you don't want it to be so tight that you start to lose circulation, especially if you're wearing this brace at night. You want it to be comfortable. If you notice your hand is throbbing or becoming numb or tingly while you're wearing it, you may want to adjust the tension or ease into wearing the brace shorter periods of time and get into a longer period of time. Now, I think it's a pretty slick design. It feels comfortable on both hands, left or right, and I like that you can adjust it or wash it, and that it's made of like a breathable material, because as you know, your body perspires, and these types of braces need to be washed every once in a while. And with this one in particular, they say that you can wash it, machine wash, gentle cycle, and so I think that's a pretty convenient option as well. And so also within inside of this brace is a metal strap. It's a support strap that you can actually take it out, but while it's on the wrist, you can adjust it so you can bend it and forward or back, so it's almost customized for you, and it would feel more comfortable whether you're sleeping or wearing it throughout the day. So that's another feature that I really like about the Comfy brace, and I found it to be really pretty helpful in keeping my wrists stable when I'm experiencing increased wrist pain myself. Okay, so there you have it. It's the two braces that I personally use and recommend for my patients who are looking for an affordable wrist brace for managing carpal tunnel symptoms. Now, the nice thing about these braces is that it won't break the bank. In fact, the Mueller green brace goes for less than 20 bucks. Actually, I think it's less than $15 on Amazon. You can see the link below. And the Comfy brace comes in around 20 to 25 bucks. But the nice thing about this one, of course, is that you can wear it on either hand and wear it at night or during the day as well. So both of these braces get 5 stars from me. You can check out the exact braces that I'm using here by looking at the description below. I also go into more detail on my blog, so you can see the link to that as well. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, because we'll be coming out with some more videos on exercises and stretches to prevent and relieve carpal tunnel symptoms as well. So if you found this video to be helpful, I would love it if you like it below. Also be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.